I was 13 when this happened. I'm in my 20s now, and I still don't like sleeping with my door open because of it. My parents both worked late shifts back then, and most weekdays I'd be home alone for a few hours after school. It wasn't new to me. I knew how to lock the doors, I knew not to answer the phone if I didn't recognize the number, and I knew not to open the door for anyone. They trusted me. That day started like any other. I got home around 4 p.m., dropped my backpack by the stairs, and went straight to the kitchen to grab something to eat. I remember microwaving leftovers and sitting at the table scrolling on my phone. That's when I heard the sound of the back door, not opening, closing. I froze for a second, my fork halfway to my mouth. The back door leads to our backyard, and it's heavy and loud. You don't accidentally hear it. I called out, "Mom?" But there was no answer. I stood there, listening, my heart pounding, telling myself maybe it was the wind. But when I walked over and checked, the door was unlocked. I know for a fact it was locked when I came home. I always locked it. My mom drilled that into me. I locked it again and tried to shake it off. For the next hour, everything felt wrong. Not scary exactly, just uncomfortable. Like when someone is standing too close to you and you don't know why. Around 5:30, I heard footsteps upstairs, slow ones. I stood at the bottom of the stairs staring up, trying to see if maybe I'd left a window open or something. I didn't call out this time, I just listened. The footsteps stopped. Then something in my parents' room shifted, like a drawer. I ran to the front door, unlocked it, and stepped outside without even thinking. I stood on the porch until my hands stopped shaking. I told myself I was being paranoid and went back inside. When my parents got home that night, I told them everything. They checked the house, every room, closets, the garage, but found nothing. My dad laughed it off and said I probably heard the house settling. My mom said I was watching too much stuff online. I felt stupid for even saying anything. That night, I locked my door and slept with my lamp on. I woke up to the sound of breathing. Not snoring, not heavy, just quiet breathing. I opened my eyes. At first, I couldn't see anything because the room was dark, except for the lamp. Then I realized the light was blocked. Someone was standing between me and the lamp. I didn't scream right away. I don't know why. I think my brain just shut down. The person leaned forward slightly, and I could see their outline better. Adult-sized, broad shoulders. Then they whispered my name, just once. I screamed. The person backed away fast. I heard my bedroom door open and slam shut, then footsteps running down the stairs, then the back door again. My parents came rushing in seconds later. This time, they believed me. The police came and searched the house, the backyard, even neighboring yards. Nothing. No fingerprints, no forced entry. They said whoever it was probably knew the house. That's when my mom went pale. She remembered something. Earlier that week, a man had come to the house claiming to be from the cable company. He said he needed to check a line in the backyard, and she let him in because he had a uniform and a badge. She never checked if it was real. After that, we changed the locks, installed cameras, and got an alarm system, but nothing ever showed up. No footage, no suspects. Sometimes I still think about how long he'd been in the house that afternoon, how he knew where my parents' room was, and how he knew my name. And the worst part is knowing my parents almost convinced me I imagined it, when the only reason I survived is because I woke up.
I don't really know how to start this, so I'll just say it straight. I was 16 when this happened. I'm older now, but it still messes with my head sometimes, especially at night. My parents went out of town for a long weekend, from Friday to Monday. They'd done this before and nothing ever happened, so nobody thought it was a big deal. I stayed home alone, which honestly felt kind of cool at the time. Our house was in a quiet suburban neighborhood, the kind where nothing ever happens and everyone thinks they're safe. The first night was completely normal. I ordered food, watched TV, stayed up late, and went to bed. No fear, no weird feelings, nothing. Saturday morning is when things started, but I didn't realize it at the time. I came downstairs and noticed the living room blinds were open. I always close them at night. Always. It's just a habit. I remember standing there for a moment, thinking maybe I forgot, and I didn't think much of it. Later that afternoon, I went into the bathroom and noticed the trash can was empty. Again, I told myself I probably took it out and didn't remember. I didn't want to freak myself out over nothing. That night, though, I checked the doors more than once before going to bed. I woke up sometime after midnight. I don't know what woke me. There wasn't a loud noise or anything. It was just that feeling, like when your body wakes you up before your brain knows why. I lay there, listening. Then I heard water running. Not loud, not rushing, just running. It sounded like it was coming from downstairs. I remember staring at the ceiling, trying to convince myself it was the pipes. Old houses make noise, right? But it didn't stop. It just kept going. I texted my dad, but he didn't answer. It was late. I didn't leave my room. I didn't even sit up. I just stayed there until the sound eventually stopped. The next morning, I went downstairs and checked the bathroom. The sink was wet. Not dripping. Wet, like someone had just used it and walked away. That's when I actually started feeling scared. The rest of Saturday felt wrong. I kept listening for sounds. I didn't put headphones on. I didn't relax. Every little noise made my heart jump. That night, I locked myself in my room and slept with the light on. Sometime around midnight, I heard footsteps, slow ones, not loud enough to echo, but clear enough that I knew it wasn't the house settling. They moved through the kitchen, then the living room, and then they stopped right at the bottom of the stairs. I remember holding my breath because I didn't want them to hear me breathing. I don't know how long they stood there, but it felt like forever. Then I heard the microwave beep, just once, like someone pressed a button. I almost cried. I had to cover my mouth so I wouldn't make a sound. Eventually, the footsteps moved away. I didn't sleep after that. Sunday morning, I walked through the house. Nothing was stolen, nothing was broken, but the couch cushions were moved. The fridge door wasn't fully closed. One of the towels in the guest bathroom was damp. I called my parents and begged them to come home early. I was crying and trying to explain everything, but I could tell they thought I was just scared because I was alone. They said they'd come back Monday morning. That night was the worst. I stayed awake with my phone in my hand, my door locked and the lights on. Around 3 a.m., I heard the garage door open. That sound still makes my stomach drop when I think about it. Our garage had a keypad. Someone used the code. I watched the light under my bedroom door change as someone walked down the hallway. They stopped right outside my room. I could see their feet. They didn't touch the handle. They didn't knock. They just stood there. Then I heard them whisper, really quietly, "Tomorrow." And then they walked away. The garage door opened again, and then there was silence. My parents came home a few hours later. I didn't sleep at all. We called the police and they searched the house. There was no forced entry and nothing was missing. Then one of the officers checked the garage system. The log showed the garage had been opened every single night at almost the same time using the correct code. We later found out the previous homeowner still had the code. He never moved far. They never found him. I don't know how long he'd been coming back or what he did while I was asleep. All I know is I wasn't alone in that house, and sometimes I still wake up at night convinced I hear footsteps downstairs, moving like they already belong there.